This presentation is a part of Audio Adventure Theater.
CTD Productions presents to you Winnie-the-Pooh, based on the books by A.A. Milne, starring Philip Thiessen as Winnie-the-Pooh and Ray Thiessen as the narrator. Episode number 2, Pooh Goes Visiting.
Edward Bear, known to his friends as Winnie-the-Pooh, or Pooh for short, was walking through the forest one day humming proudly to himself. He had made up a little hum that very morning as he was doing his stoutness exercises in front of the glass.
Tra-la-la, tra-la-la.
As he stretched up as high as he could go, and then...
Tra-la-la, tra-la. Oh, help! La.
As he tried to reach his toes. After breakfast, he had said it over and over to himself until he had learned it off by heart. And now he was humming it right through properly. It went like this.
Tra-la-la, 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 tra-la-la. Rum-tum, tiddle-um-tum. Tiddle-little, 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 tiddle-little. Rum-tum-tum, tiddle-um.
Well, he was humming his hum to himself and walking along gaily, wondering what everybody else was doing and what it felt like being somebody else, when suddenly he came to a sandy bank, and in the bank was a large hole.
Aha! Rum-tum, tiddle-um-tum. If I know anything about anything, that hole means rabbit, and rabbit means company. And company means food, and listening to me hum and such like. Rum-tum-tum-tiddle-um. Is anybody at home? What I said was, is anybody at home?
No, you needn't shout so loud. I heard you quite well the first time.
Bother. Isn't there anybody here at all?
Nobody?
There must be somebody there, because somebody must have said nobody. Hello, Rabbit? Isn't that you?
No.
But isn't that Rabbit's voice?
I don't think so. It isn't meant to be.
Oh, well. Could you very kindly tell me where Rabbit is?
He's gone to see his friend Pooh Bear, who is a great friend of his.
But this is me.
What sort of me?
Pooh Bear.
Are you sure?
Quite sure.
Oh, well, then come in.
So Pooh pushed and pushed and pushed his way through the hole, and at last he got in.
You are quite right. It is you. Glad to see you.
Who did you think it was?
Well, I wasn't sure. You know how it is in the forest. One can't have anybody coming into one's house. One has to be careful. What about a mouthful of something?
Oh, yes, please.
Honey or condensed milk with your bread?
Both. But don't bother about the bread, please.
And for a long time after that he said nothing. Until at last, humming to himself in a rather sticky voice, he got up and shook Rabbit lovingly by the paw.
Well, I must be going on.
Must you?
Well, I could stay a little longer if you...
As a matter of fact, I was going out myself directly.
Oh, well then, I'll be going on. Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. If you're sure you won't have any more.
Is there any more?
No, there isn't.
I thought not. Well, goodbye. I must be going on.
So he started to climb out of the hole, He pulled with his front paws and pushed with his back paws, and in a little while his nose was out in the open again, and then his ears, and then his front paws, and then his shoulders, and then...
Oh, help! I can't move. I'd better go back. Oh, bother. I shall have to go on. I can't do either. Oh, help and bother.
Hello? Are you stuck?
No, just resting and thinking and humming to myself.
Here, give us a paw.
All right, Rabbit. Ow! You're hurting.
The fact is, you're stuck.
It all comes of not having front doors big enough.
It all comes of eating too much. I thought at the time, only I didn't like to say anything, that one of us was eating too much, and I knew it wasn't me. Well, I shall go and fetch Christopher Robin.
Oh, Pooh! Silly old bear.
I was just beginning to think that Rabbit might never be able to use his front door again. I should hate that.
So should I.
Use his front door again? Of course he'll use his front door again.
Good.
If we can't pull you out, Pooh, we might push you back.
Well, once Pooh's pushed back, he's back. And of course, nobody is more glad to see Pooh than I am. Still, there it is. Some live in trees, and some live underground, and...
You mean I'd never get out?
I mean that having got so far, it seems a pity to waste it.
Yes. Then there's only one thing to be done. We shall have to wait for you to get thin again.
How long does getting thin take?
About a week, I should think.
But I can't stay here for a week.
You can stay here all right, silly old bear. It's getting you out which is so difficult.
We'll read to you, and I hope it won't snow. And I say, old fellow, you're taking up a good deal of room in my house. Do you mind if I use your back legs as a towel horse? Because, I mean, there they are, doing nothing. And it would be very convenient just to hang the towels on them.
A week? What about meals?
I'm afraid no meals, because of getting thin quicker. But we will read to you.
Then would you read a sustaining book, such as would help and comfort a wedged bear in great tightness?
So for a week, Christopher Robin read that sort of book at the north end of Pooh, and Rabbit hung his washing on the south end. And in between, Bear felt himself getting slenderer and slenderer. And at the end of the week, Christopher Robin said,
Now!
So Christopher Robin took hold of Pooh's front paws, and Rabbit took hold of Christopher Robin. And all Rabbit's friends and relations took hold of Rabbit, and they all pulled together.
Just grab on and pull!
And then, all of a sudden...
Pooh! You're free!
Yes, I am. Thank you, everybody. Now I'll go and look for some honey. I'm starving.
Silly old bear.
In Pooh Goes Visiting by A.A. Milne, dramatized for audio by Caleb Thiessen, you heard Philip Thiessen as Winnie-the-Pooh, Ray Thiessen as the narrator, Aaron Thiessen as Christopher Robin, and Chad Carding as Rabbit. Rabbit's friends and relations were played by Hannah Thiessen, Joel Thiessen, Brianna Burton, Jordan Longley, Jared Carding, Francis Aspiris, Natalie Carding, Marcus Burton, and Nathan Carding. The audio adventure theater theme was composed by Garrett Vandenberg. The program was produced by Caleb Thiessen. Winnie-the-Pooh by A.A. Milne is brought to you by CTD Productions.
Be sure to check out our website at audioadventuretheater.blogspot.com.